Yo, yes now, bless now. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of Pit TV. We listened to The Interrupters. It was recommended on Patreon. It wasn't self-titled by The Interrupters. It was the second record, Say It Out Loud, by The Interrupters. Recommended on Patreon by Michael. Thank you very much for the recommendation, Michael. It was a good listen. 14 tracks we had on. Third wave, punk-infused ska music. Very modern sound. I mean, the roots aren't modern, but the sound, the production, the attitude was relatively modernized, maybe with a linkage more so to the two-tone revolution as opposed to the first wave of ska, although lyrically speaking, references to Babylon and so on and so forth may link to its Jamaican roots a little more so. It was okay. It wasn't a bad record. Younger me would have appreciated it a lot more so than older me. Older me appreciates the songwriting. Definitely great songwriting. Somebody mentioned in the comment section, it's not a bad song on the record. And you know what? I can't say there was. Now, with that being said, I'm not saying that every song was a banger. But, I mean, we can't do that. It's all relative, isn't it? Every song can't necessarily be a banger because it's all relative to each other. Some songs will be better than others, but the standard was high. The songwriting capability was out of this world, absolutely smashing. I did a little background check on Amy Interrupter. I thought she might have just been some sort of puppet to be masterminded by Tim Timebomb and his songwriting capabilities, was one of his projects, the puppet master per se. But Amy Interrupter has worked since 2003, Wikipedia says. Amy, not Amy Allen, Amy Interrupter. Sorry, I had the tab open in the window because I went on a little bit of a deep dive to another songwriter called Amy Allen. Said not to be confused with her. But yeah. She was definitely industrial since 2003, working with some very reputable artists, to say the least. So two great comings of the mind, no doubt, would create such great songwriting as to what we had on this record. Not even lyrically speaking, but structurally speaking, the songs were very well composed, and altogether, it was a great sound, great structure, great development, great hooks, great melodies, just great atmosphere as a whole. Now, this is where King of the Pit TV is going to take a sharp turn, because I love this sort of stuff, but I'm starting to stray a little more so into a more creative, artistic realm where I appreciate artistic expression and emotional expression, and I need it to be compiled and composed in an easily consumable way. I don't want to hear like freeform jazz. But when something is so written by numbers, so formulaic, at this point, I'm gonna kind of take away a point, because it is pop music for pop sense. And me in my early 20s, would adore that, because I adore good songwriting. But I've heard so much good songwriting now that I need to break the mold a little bit. This was a good record. It is in the shadow of Rancid. This band will never be Rancid. So, comparing and contrast, and I know you consider two separate bands, yeah, but they are in the same space, There's a lot of bands that try to do terror in the hardcore realm. There's a lot of bands that try to do Hatebreed in the metal slash, blah, blah, blah world. A lot of thrash bands, especially earlier thrash bands, they're not going to be Metallica, but they exist in the same space, and in doing so, I can't, give them full marks purely because they've got impossibly big shoes to fill. I like the songwriting, I like the music, I like the clean ska guitars a lot. The walking bass lines were phenomenal, just as they should be. They were. I like the song lengths. The song length suited me to a T. Never too long. Never too short. What more do I want? Good music, good hooks, good melodies. She Got Arrested, track number 2, great tune. I'm going to give you 2 ratings. Okay? Me, personally, 6.5 out of 10. Because I could return to the record for background music, not to like take too serious, because it's good music. It is good music. If I was younger, there'd be a couple of tunes on this record I'd return to. Have in my playlist. That's my rating. If I was to say globally, I could give it a 7. I could give it a 7.5. Easy. Because it's a great record. It's a consistent record. Arguably, it's a flawless record, but it's so sparkly and pristine that it detracts from character. And if you want the punk rock, I need a little bit of failure from time to time, you know? I need a bit of wear and tear. And there was no wear and tear in this record. It was really good. So my detraction of points is actually in the utmost appreciation of the quality of this record. Production was good. Hey, what more can I say? I'm signing out, people. Peace.